dad was real. I know it was.
The things I said, I just needed you to trust me.
You ever finish a movie so good it ruins every other show for you? Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters did that. I'm still sitting here like, cool, Netflix. Now what am I supposed to do? Touch grass? But the way this film ended, all mystery, no closure. It feels like a setup. The world's too big. The demons are too spicy. And the girls? Way too iconic to stop at one movie. So what if this isn't the end? What if K-pop Demon Hunters is just the pilot episode Netflix accidentally dropped early? Because if that happens, we might finally uncover who the lost sister is, where Baby went, and why Roomy's demon dad is still giving everyone nightmares. The crazy thing about K-pop Demon Hunters is that we actually know shockingly little about the idols themselves. Like, hello Netflix, where's the trauma flashback episode? When we meet Huntrix, they're already K-pop royalty. World tours, glowing microphones, and not a single bad hair day in sight. But behind the glitter and choreography, their backstories are basically on airplane mode. All we get are tiny crumbs, a few fan rumors, a grave scene, and maybe a sad stare into the distance, while the background music screams, emotional depth. But come on! What's up with Mira's family? Who exiled her like she just dropped a bad mixtape? And Zoe's rap battles? Are those therapy sessions in disguise? Because that girl spits bars like she's fighting for custody of her confidence. And Roomy, the chosen one, with demon DNA and unresolved mommy issues. Raised by Celine, trained since birth, probably never got a normal childhood. Like, imagine her trying to do homework while someone's summoning a fire demon in the kitchen. A series could actually fix this. We could finally explore why Mira's scared of losing control, what made Zoe obsessed with perfection, and how Roomy's past turned her into both a pop star and a demon-slaying prodigy. Because let's be honest, these girls don't just need a concert tour. They need a therapy arc, and that's exactly what a series can give. And then there's the mystery that's haunted everyone since the credits rolled. Roomy's parents. Because apparently Netflix looked us dead in the eyes and said, closure? Never heard of her. We know her mom died when Roomy was little, leaving Celine to become the world's most overworked ant/demon hunter/parental backup plan. But the dad? Yeah, he's a demon. Which is kind of awkward when your daughter's literal day job is killing your species. Imagine that family reunion. Pass the salt. And by the way, sorry I sealed your cousins underground. Still, the real gap is why her parents even fell in love in the first place. Was it forbidden romance? Cosmic accident? Or did a demon just swipe right on destiny? Either way, the movie left us hanging. Hard. Which is exactly why Part 2 has fans losing it. Hoping for answers, flashbacks, or at least one awkward therapy scene between Celine and Roomy. Until then, we're all basically writing the same fan fiction in our heads, just with different soundtracks. And then there's Gimma, the ancient demon king, cosmic chaos incarnate. Or, as I like to call him, the universe's most toxic ex. He can't move on, can't chill, just wants everyone else to be miserable because he still is. Yeah, we get it. Scary voice, glowing eyes, killer lighting setup. But like, who is this guy? The movie opens with hope and unity, and 5 seconds later, Gimma's in his cave like, nice theme song. Shame if someone ruined it. He's been trapped behind the Han Moon for centuries, lurking, watching generations of hunters come and go, like a supernatural gym bro who refuses to cancel his membership. But for someone that old, we know nothing. Where did he come from? Was he always this dramatic? Or did some celestial breakup turn him into the patron saint of grudges? And let's talk about his powers. Using people's shame against them? That's not just evil. That's petty. My guy, maybe try shadow work instead of world domination. Because honestly, Gimma could be one of the best villains out there. If Netflix ever lets him unpack his feelings before he unpacks humanity. And now, we've got to talk about the previous hunters. The legends before Huntrix who fought demons long before autotune was even invented. The film gave us small glimpses of them across different eras, each trio adapting their songs, style, and battles to the times they lived in. And honestly, there's something fascinating about that. How every generation left its mark while carrying the same mission. A series could finally dive into their stories, maybe through ancient diaries, old records, or Celine's memories. Speaking of Celine, she clearly knows more than she's letting on. I mean, the woman practically lives in what looks like a hunter dojo/library, surrounded by secrets she pretends are too dangerous to talk about yet. She could easily become the guide through all of it, the one who connects Huntrix to the generations before them, sharing what worked, what failed, and what it truly means to protect the Han Moon. Because if anyone holds the key to the past and the next chapter, it's her. And can we talk about Junu for a second? Because I get it. Everyone loved him. He's got that golden retriever energy wrapped in demon drama. The guy literally risked his soul and somehow still made it look like both a sacrifice and a flex. But what gets me is how effortlessly he did it. A room full of demons trembling before Gimma. And Junu just walks in like he owns the silence. No fear, no hesitation, just that quiet kind of confidence that makes even darkness stop and listen. You could feel it, the shift in the room. The demons didn't step aside out of fear. They did it out of respect, the kind that's earned, not commanded. Even Gimma said his name like it meant something. And that's what makes me wonder. What did Junu do to earn that kind of reverence? Did he outwit monsters older than time? Or did he simply walk through the fire one too many times and come out smiling? Either way, there's something poetic about it. How even in a world built on fear, some souls still choose to move through it with grace. Junu's spirit animals deserve their own spin-off. Forget the demon fights. This man casually has a pet tiger and a magpie that show up like his personal emotional support squad. One minute they're guiding Roomy through an existential crisis. The next, they're just airlifting her across the sky like gravity forgot to RSVP. But here's where it gets wild. No one explains a thing. Where did they come from? Did Junu summon them, befriend them? Or did he just vibe so hard the spirit realm started sending him animal sidekicks on instinct? The tiger literally walks through walls. The magpie delivers therapy sessions mid-flight, and somehow we're all just supposed to nod and move on. Nah, these two aren't background magic. They're the quiet miracle holding the story together. Because when the world's burning and everyone's breaking, sometimes the only ones who still show up are the ones who were never human to begin with. One of K-pop demon hunters' most "oh honey, they tried" moments? The romance subplot. The film sprinkles in slow-mo gazes, emotional sacrifices, and just enough tension to make a K-drama blush. But it still feels like the universe's most chaotic group chat of feelings. Roomy's love story hits hard, though. Gu didn't just help her. He basically filled out the boyfriend sacrifice form and hit submit. The man gave up everything so she could save the world. Loyalty level. Legend. Survival skills? None. Fans barely finished crying before the movie whispered, "And he's gone." And then the side characters decided to start a shipping war. Mira and Zoe had those "we're rivals but maybe soulmates" moments with the Saja boys. Just enough to send Reddit into therapy. Like, you don't stare into someone's eyes mid-battle with a glowing sword between you unless fate's already writing fanfiction. But here's the thing. These girls aren't chasing romance. They're surviving it. Between demons, trauma, and world tours, love always shows up late to the fight. And maybe that's the real beauty of it. In a world built on chaos and shadows, the rare moments of connection feel like rebellion. Let's be honest. Netflix needs a new obsession. With Stranger Things wrapping up, the streaming world's about to have a gaping hole where its next big fandom should live. And if you ask me, K-pop Demon Hunters is the perfect heir to the throne. Think about it. It's got everything that makes a franchise explode. Stylish action, emotional backstories, chaotic found family energy, and a fandom that already ships harder than UPS. The movie alone felt like a pilot for something bigger, like the first spark before the world catches fire. Imagine a full series that dives into the lore of the Han Moon, the origin of the demons, and the girls balancing stardom with saving humanity. The stage lights fade, the fans scream, and suddenly they're back to fighting literal hellfire. That's the kind of dual life that hooks an audience and never lets go. Because what K-pop Demon Hunters does best isn't just the fight scenes or the music, it's the heart. It's the way it says, you can be powerful, broken, glamorous, and still human. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly the kind of magic Netflix needs to believe in again. If you'd love to see K-pop Demon Hunters rise as Netflix's next big universe, hit that subscribe, drop a like, and let's keep the hype alive. Because this story, it's just getting started.